understand I can't keep you all the time.
That's good. It's better for me. One thing you wish. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, welcome everybody. We take this press conference in English, of course, and we start with Ian. What's your thoughts about tonight's game?
Of course, I'm very satisfied with the point. I think that performance-wise, we were lucky really today to take a point. I think that Malmö were the better team. I think that we rode our luck at times. We could have gone in behind in the first half, but from my point of view, if you'd have said at the start of the week that we had an away game against Hammarby and away games against Malmö and was 1-0 down in both games and came back and had 4 points, I'd be happy with the character and the resilience from the team. So there were many aspects of the game that, of course, we weren't satisfied with. But overall, of course, then I think we stole a point.
Okay, thank you very much. Ove, your thoughts about the game?
You summed it up perfectly. so now I think third game in a week for us, the traveling, tough travel arrangements. My players played the first 30 minutes a perfect game, apart from getting that second goal. After we got our goal, we tried to get a little bit passive, what in one way I could understand, because there was still a lot of time to play. And I think our shape was perfect, and I think the players felt so comfortable in that we didn't push on for another 50 minutes till half time. Second half we went out again, created chance after chance, and as long as it's little football, as long as only 1-0, anything can happen. Overall, I'm happy with the performance. I'm happy with what we created. I'm happy we played against a very good team with very good individuals who can score out of nothing like they did. And the last thing is that we couldn't get the 3 points. That is sad, disappointing. But sometimes, you know, I've been long enough in the game. Sometimes you have to take a point. You know, it didn't meant to be. Our strikers, they worked really well, both of them. They created chances, they were really harmful. Midfield, tireless working with the ball and without the ball. And our defensive structure, we allowed them basically not one chance. The goal came up with a great individual skill. Apart from that, they didn't have not one chance. And then I can't be too disappointed with the performance. There was a lot of good things today, and we take that point and we move on. So now we have to make sure that we get hopefully 3 in the next away game.
Thank you very much, both of you. And any questions for Ian or Ove?
Ian, for the lack of a better wording, what did you try to do to stop the bleeding?
Good question. Well, we changed the shape at half time. We were struggling a little bit. They set up very, very well defensively. They pressed us very well. We found it hard to play through the first press. So we tried to change it. We went to 4-3-3 after half time. Tried to get Hossam wider to offer a greater threat, certainly 1 against 1 and in behind. I didn't feel like we got in behind them at any time. So of course we didn't want to be making as many unforced errors, but sometimes that happens in a game, and sometimes you get into a rhythm and you miss passes and one thing leads to another. But we tried to keep loyal to the game plan that we had. We tried to continue to do what we did. Like Uwe said, we didn't create any chances. It took a moment of magic from Saman. So we're happy for that, and of course Ali Keita in goal kept us in the game for long periods. But we tried to change the shape, and then we changed it again with Sam Mensah coming in and tried to put Curtis Edwards in the middle to stop them coming through us a little bit more and try and regain a little bit more balance when we lose the ball. But like I say, I think we can consider ourselves lucky that we come away with a performance like that away at Malmö with a point. But I can only reiterate that the character within the group to hold on to that is very important for us.
You had to make 2 substitutions. Was it because of injury or what was it?
Yeah, Brewer had a small cramp, and same with Hossam. So nothing big.
You seem to stay with the players for quite a while now after the game. What did you tell them?
I tried to lift them. I think that's my job, especially after the way they performed. Stressed the game, how it was, talked about the goal, how it came, gave them a lot of credit for the way they played, and yeah, I think the game's coming thick and fast for us, so we have to lift the players. That will continue tomorrow, and then we go again against Trita on Tuesday. So that's it.
Also, there's a bunch of rumors of players leaving and coming in front of before this game. Did you feel that that had an impact on the performance at all?
When it had an impact, an only positive one. Because the boys played really well.
Okay. Any further questions?
Yeah. Over 2 players suspended for the next game in Östersunds. Does that mean that they will probably play on Tuesday in order for you to have fully fit players next week, or have you not thought about that at all?
That is a little bit annoying thing as well. I mean, both yellow cards was unnecessary. I think we played the game in a very aggressive manner, but in the law of the game, I think we didn't get any free kicks away. Our pressing was exceptional, especially regarding the 3rd game, and we were brave to commit so many people high up in the pitch, because I think we needed that to stop them and getting possession. We didn't concede anything with that pressing, and I was very happy with it. The ones we conceded I think was unnecessary. We put ourselves more under pressure now, and but that's the way it is. So we have to deal with what is ahead of us, and there's no point in looking back. So I find now first and foremost the team against Ritter, and that's the most important game, and then we take the next one.
The crowd booed quite intensely at the final whistle. How does that make you feel?
I didn't hear anything. I heard a lot of support. I heard a lot of singing. And in the end, I didn't hear anything.
Uwe, because there's been a lot of talks about Alexander Jameyev leaving. Was this his last game for Malmö, if you think?
He has a contract with us. We are very thin in that area, so I can't see him leaving in that moment in time.
Ove, what do you think Marcus Antonsson could bring to this team?
Sorry?
What do you think Marcus Antonsson could bring to this team if you get him here?
I don't know why you ask me that question. As far as I know, he's a player from Leeds United, not Malmö.
Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.